The day we've been waiting for has finally arrived. Acorns will allow us to now custom build our own portfolios, which means we can pick our own stocks within Acorns. This has been a long time coming. It's finally here. Let's go over all the features and see if it's worth it, because this is the most expensive Acorns has ever been in history. The first interesting thing I notice is that whenever I look for this on Acorns website, I don't see it there at all. I think that this is only being rolled out to existing users first so that we can get a first taste of it. Then they're going to roll it out to the general public. This new service from Acorns is going to cost us $9 a month. That's 3 times more than the base level. It's over double what most of us have paid, probably on average, because many of us started at $1 per month with Acorns. Then we got bumped up to $3 a month. And then now if we want all these features, we have to pay $9 a month. So let's go over this and see if what they're offering is really worth it. First off, you can customize up to 50% of your portfolio by adding individual stocks. So the maximum amount that Acorns will let you self-manage and let you pick as far as individual stocks is limited to 50%. You get access to live Q&As with financial experts, which to me just sounds like a giant, terrible Zoom meeting, but who knows, maybe it's better than that. Then the most odd feature to me is that you get a complimentary will. So it says, take control of your family's future with a will valued at up to $259. It's not a bad thing. I mean, as far as financial planning goes, I think a will is something that's really wise to have, but it feels pretty random right here. Let's keep going. Part of the premium tier is also that you get premium learn content. So Acorns has been able to provide us with some basic financial education within the app in the past. Apparently they're unlocking a tier of even better content than that for those of us that pay for the highest possible tier. We all know that you come to YouTube and watch my videos to see the most premium possible financial content, so that's totally unnecessary, a waste of money. Stay here on YouTube where it's free, but do what you will with that. Now let's get into the real meat and potatoes of how do we customize this portfolio, because that's what we're here for, to buy individual stocks within Acorns. Despite our better judgment, this is what we want to do. It's sort of like eating a bunch of kids' Easter candy, despite knowing that it's not going to be good for my waistline. That's what I want to do. So the way we buy individual stocks within Acorns is through this custom portfolio builder. And by default, 100% of all the money that you put into Acorns will be put into what they're calling the base portfolio. That's the one that they manage, that they have determined is best for you based on your risk tolerance level. And so all of that money will be invested in various different ETFs. Exchange traded funds basically diversify your investments a lot for you, which is a really good thing. But this is something that you're wanting to do differently than that. You're wanting to be less diversified and pigeonhole your money down into one spot. And so what this says is based on your investor portfolio, based on the risk that you've said that you want, they will pigeonhole you that amount. So if you're, I'm guessing, on the aggressive tier, then they'll let you invest up to 50%. But if you're on like super conservative, I don't want to do anything risky, they're going to even limit the amount that you can invest into individual stocks in here. Step 2, search and select. What it says is we're going to use the search menu to explore the largest publicly traded companies in the US to add to your custom portfolio. That's kind of interesting language to me, because they're not saying invest in any company or anything on the New York Stock Exchange or something like that. They're saying explore the largest companies. So my guess, just on the face value of things, I haven't gone into it yet to find out. Let's enroll in this thing and let's find out together here in the next 5 minutes. But my guess is that this is going to limit us to companies within like the S&P 500. Let's see if I'm right. Then once you pick a stock that you want to invest in, you click add to portfolio, and then you see them in your portfolio builder. Step 3 is setting targets. This just says that this is where you get to choose how much of your portfolio you manage yourself versus the rest that Acorns manages. And again, you've got that cap based on the risk level that you've elected within the Acorns app settings. So then they do give a helpful portfolio about how that's actually going to work for you. They say, let's say you added company X with a target of 10% and company Y with a target of 5%. That means 85% of your total portfolio will be managed by Acorns. That's at the base level, they're calling it. And then 15% will be managed by you in what they're calling the custom portfolio. I think that makes sense. If you got any questions, put them in the comments, but let's keep going. Then they tell you that they're going to give you these little be mindful warnings where they warn you that, hey, this is going to be riskier than if you left your money with us, just so you know. I feel like they're just trying to CYA and say, like, if you lose money here, it's your own bad decision, not ours. Like, we warned you, which makes sense, not against it. But now we get into common, frequently asked questions. Isn't that redundant? Common and frequently asked. Can I buy and sell stocks in real time? A lot of people like to buy and sell stocks really quickly. Like, for example, whenever I talk about M1 Finance, there's always somebody in the comments that's upset because they don't do instant stock trading like other apps do. This is going to be even worse than that. This is the slowest stock trading I've ever even heard of. Let's get into it. They immediately say that buying and selling stocks in your portfolio is not instant. It says, during our daily trade windows, we make a single purchase for the total number of shares our customers want. Okay, makes sense. But then we get into the actual timelines they're talking about here, and it's painfully slow. It says if you remove a stock from your portfolio, so if you say, I don't want this anymore, I'm going to sell it. They'll sell it on your behalf, and they'll be returned to your linked bank account typically within 5 to 7 business days. That's a little slower than normal. But listen to this. If you add a stock to your portfolio, we'll buy it on your behalf 1 to 3 business days after your next cash investment. So they're not going to rebalance for you right off the bat. They're going to wait until you invest new money. And then 1 to 3 business days after that, they're going to buy it for you. It's like the most longest long-term kind of perspective possible here. You see that the stock is at some price that you like. You try and send some money in there. 3 business days later, maybe past the weekend, you finally get to buy this thing. Man, if you want to do anything fast at all investing-wise, this is not the way to do it for you. I'm not saying that that's a turnoff, that you can't use this, that it's a bad plan. I'm just saying a lot of people are going to hate this. That's why I wanted to tell you. Here's another fair question to answer. Am I purchasing whole shares? If you're not familiar, whole shares of a stock just mean that you're buying one complete piece of that company at a time, where fractional shares are in like dollar amounts. So let's say you wanted to buy $10 worth of Apple. That'd be a fractional share because the price of Apple is more than $10. So you're not buying a whole piece, you're just buying a little fraction of it. And it says basically that you can do either within Acorns, that they'll do whatever they need to do. But most of the time, most of us, we're going to be investing small amounts of money at a time, or maybe have like some kind of recurring deposit set up. We're probably not going to be buying whole shares. We're going to be able to do fractional shares through Acorns, which is good. This is a feature that they should have. Another question that people are for sure going to have, does customization create a taxable event? They basically say, we're not going to tell you because it just depends. But in general, I don't see how this could create any more or less taxable events than investing in these stocks in any other way. It's not like Acorns is doing this in some kind of crazy specialized way. So if you're going to get dividends or create some kind of taxable event, like wherever you sell for a profit and you show a profit, normally those kinds of things are taxable. So I would expect your tax treatment to be the same with Acorns as with any other investment company. A rule of thumb whenever we're investing is that the longer we hold on to stuff, the less we get taxed. So if you wait at least a year, regardless of the profit that you make and dividends and all that kind of stuff, you're going to be treated a lot better tax-wise than if you're buying and selling all the time. But again, they're making this a really, really slow kind of trading service. So anybody who wants to buy and sell all the time shouldn't be using Acorns. You should be using something like Webull or Robinhood. All right, enough chitter chatter. Let's sign up for this and see what it looks like to actually get the most premium service Acorns has ever offered. So I'm just going to hit the little investing tab here, the second button over, go into my invest. You can see that I'm still down 6.8% all time tier. But if I scroll down, customize your portfolio for the long term, and they show some big companies you can invest in: Disney, Apple, Amazon, Nike, yada, yada, yada. All right, let's learn more. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Oh my goodness, here we go. So my current tier is only the personal tier at $3 per month, but because I love you and because you're going to subscribe and you're not going to miss out on future videos doing this, I've read and accepted the program agreement. You and I know I have not. No one ever does. Upgrade. Boom. Just that easy. Now let's see what kind of individual stocks we can invest in with Acorns' new feature. Right off the bat, we've defaulted to 100% base, which means that Acorns is managing that money and 0% mine. But let's make some bad decisions together. Let's hit add your first stock. Oh wait, before that, look, managed by you, max 50%. I was right. An aggressive portfolio risk level will allow you to do 50%. I'm guessing that it's going to tier down from there. Moderately aggressive, moderate conservative, conservative. It's probably just going to tier down 40, 30, 20, 10%. All right, here's all the stocks that Acorns will allow us to invest in. It's all the big names: Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, Nvidia, Tesla, Meta, Johnson & Johnson. Wow, it's literally not even the S&P 500. It's like the S&P 35. Let's count them up. 50. So they give us 50 companies to choose from to pick individual stocks. That's it. This is really like a dip your toe in the water kind of a situation. Is there anything even worth really investing in here? Just because I love Warren Buffett, let's get a tiny little bit of Berkshire Hathaway. Why not? So whenever I click on Berkshire Hathaway, it gives me a little bit of information about them, tells me their 5-year history, tells me a little bit about the company, about what kind of sector they're in, and their basic stats. So let's hit add to portfolio, see what happens. Set a target. Could I go all up to 50%? Wow. I can do all the way to 50% Berkshire Hathaway. That's kind of cool. It like live updates the little graphs there so you can see how much it is. Let's be honest, I don't want a whole lot. 1% Berkshire Hathaway, just for you, Warren. Set target, see what happens. It says one last thing. When you're done customizing, click Update Portfolio. Updating the portfolio alone does not trigger any trades. We'll allocate future deposits, withdrawals, and sales to keep the account on track with your targets. Okay, that's fine. Seems redundant, but okay, got it. All right, here we go. Update portfolio. Confirm changes. Acorns, how many times are you going to make me confirm this? 1% managed by me, 99% managed by Acorns. Confirm. My new portfolio's ready. It's like a new baby. That's all it takes to invest in individual stocks with Acorns now. Does this live up to your expectations for what's worthwhile with Acorns or not? For me, right off the bat, I'm not loving paying $9 per month for this. There's a lot of good things on earth that are $9 per month or less. I'm not sure that this is in my top 5 list, but I had to get this video out to you as soon as possible so you can see this new feature and see if it's worth it. If you're new to the world of Acorns, then I've got a whole playlist of Acorns videos right here that you can watch next. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, I love you. Thank you for coming back. Here's a link to my car channel I just started. I'd love if you'd go check that out and subscribe. I need 510 more subscribers as of today, April 11th, 2023, to get monetized by YouTube. Also, the secret comment word for today is peeps. For obvious reasons. Peeps ASMR.